Once upon a time, in the heart of Budapest, lived a young couple named Leo and Mia. Leo was a handsome man with a warm smile, and Mia was a beautiful woman with long, shining hair. They were very poor. They lived in a small, cold room. It was December, and Christmas was near. The city was beautiful, full of colorful lights and bright light from the shops. But Leo and Mia had no money for a tree or a big dinner. They walked slowly through the snowy streets, holding hands to stay warm. As they walked near the Danube River, a mysterious old man appeared. He had a very long white beard and bright blue eyes. He looked at them and whispered, "I see your love, and I see your struggle." He reached into his old coat and pulled out a heavy golden key. "This key opens a palace on the hill," he said quietly. "If you take it, everything inside is yours. You can live there and be rich, but remember, the heart must stay kind." Leo and Mia were shocked. Leo looked at the golden key. It was shining with a bright light in the dark night. "Is this a dream?" Mia asked. The old man smiled and gave the key to the handsome man. "It is a choice," the old man said, and then he disappeared into the colorful snow. Leo and Mia decided to go to the palace. They walked up the hill feeling excited and scared. They found a giant gate. Leo put the key inside and the heavy doors opened slowly. The palace was incredible. Inside, every room was colorful and full of bright light. There were soft carpets, golden statues, and big windows. In the dining room, they found a table with hot, delicious food. "We are rich!" Mia cried with joy. She looked like a beautiful queen in her new house. Leo felt like a handsome king. They ate the best food and slept in a warm, soft bed. They were very happy and thankful on that first Christmas night. 3 years passed. Leo and Mia were not poor anymore. They had many gold coins, but slowly they started to change. They bought expensive, colorful clothes and jewelry. They stopped talking to their old, poor friends. Leo became proud of his money. Mia spent all day looking at her diamonds. The bright light of the palace was still there, but their hearts were becoming cold. They forgot what it felt like to be hungry and cold in the streets of Budapest. One snowy evening, a poor family with a beautiful little boy and a beautiful little girl knocked on the palace door. They were very cold. "Please," the mother said, "can we stay in your stable? It is very cold tonight." Leo, the handsome man, looked at them with an angry face. "No, go away," he shouted. "This is a palace for rich people, not for you." Mia stood behind him and nodded. They closed the door and left the poor family in the snow. 5 more years passed. Leo and Mia were now famous in Budapest for being the greediest people. They had parties every night with other rich people. They never helped anyone. When they saw poor people in the colorful streets, they looked away. They thought their wealth would last forever. They did not save any money. They just spent it on more colorful decorations and expensive statues. They became very proud and felt better than everyone else in the city. It was now 10 years since they received the key. It was Christmas again. The city was covered in white snow and colorful lights. Leo and Mia were sitting in their giant dining room. The table was full of food they didn't even eat. Suddenly, the bright light in the room started to flicker. A cold wind blew through the closed windows. The big doors of the palace opened with a loud sound. Leo and Mia stood up, feeling very afraid.
The old man with the white beard walked into the room. He did not look kind now. He looked very serious. "I gave you a palace to test your hearts," he said. His voice was like thunder. "But you failed. You became proud. You were not kind to the poor children or the hungry families." Leo tried to speak. We have money," he said, but the old man shook his head. "Wealth is a gift for the kind, not a toy for the greedy." "Give me the key," the old man commanded. Leo's hands were shaking. He took the golden key from his pocket and gave it to the old man. As soon as the old man touched the key, a huge bright light filled the palace. Everything started to melt away like ice. The gold statues, the colorful carpets, and the expensive clothes disappeared. Leo and Mia felt a cold wind. They closed their eyes because the bright light was too strong. When they opened their eyes, they were standing on the snowy street near the river. They were wearing their old thin coats. The palace was gone. They had no money in their pockets because they never saved anything. They were poor again. Leo looked at Mia, and Mia looked at Leo. They realized they lost everything because they lost their kindness. They walked into the colorful night of Budapest, starting their lives again with a very important lesson in their hearts.